Thank you to Bakura and Grador for being this video's patrons. If you want to pick what video I do next, support me on Patreon in the link below. Hey, NR format has officially been leaked to be happening. Me and some friends have been playtesting the format for a while now, and the format's really fun, so I thought I'd show off my deck list. And a highlight of a tournament I was in the other day, run over on Scarlin's channel. If the format looks fun to you, join the NR Discord I linked below. So my deck of choice is GADGETRAIDER. I thought of this because all the gadgets are legal except for Plat Gadget, and we have Boss Stage and Ugarda, and that's just really powerful. We're running 3 Signal Red. It's just like a battle fader for not direct attacks, but like if they attack a monster and it stops one battle, and just like gets you a body on board if you need to chump block. 2 of each of the base gadgets. I was running 3, but I was bricking on them a bit too much, so I'm trying out 2 right now. Planet Pathfinder, it's a level 4 Earth machine, and it searches us our boss stage, so it's really good to have. Speed Menko, it's a better battle fader. It turns all your opponent's monsters to defense, so like you can beat over them, and it's a level 4 machine, so it's just a good body to summon. Silver and Plat Gadget, they're just your best extenders. They summon any level 4 machine from your hand. Anchor Drill is just another copy of these two. It's really good, and it has a level manipulation effect, which we will get into when we go into the extra deck later. Budo Corporal is a decent extender. I feel like 3 is too many, that's why I'm running 2. It summons itself if you have a gadget engrave, and it can be a 2k beater if you have 2 gadgets, but like you only ever use it for the body. You never really attack with it, in my experience. Astrotopia is a free extender if we have an Xyz on board, and it searches numbers protection, which we will get into later. The Ancient Warrior, it's like a bad Pancratops, so like in this format without a Pancratops, might as well run it, right? It never came up, but like, I figured it's just good to have. Dovelgus and Ugarda because it vanishes, and Dovelgus, funnily enough, it doesn't just summon generators, it also summons machines, so if you have a handful of gadgets, Dovelgus can just summon them all, and they all get their effects. It's really good. Triple Boss Stage, it's Boss Stage. Why is this card at R? It's really powerful, especially combined with Ugarda. Heavy Forward is just a searcher for Anchor Drill, MSD for back row hate, Book of Moon for disruption, Chalice is an imperm, Compulse for bad removal, Numbers protection. This is an Omni negate if you control a number Xyz monster, which we have a lot of, and 6 copies of it with Astrotopia is kinda cracked, and Fogblade for monster negation and pseudo attack stopping. Onto the extra deck, we have Grand Pulse. So it's a rank 3, and there's a floodgate in the format that I'm forgetting the name of, but it reduces all your monsters' levels by 1, and it pops back row, so like it outs the floodgate. You almost never make it, but if you need to make it, you're very happy you're running it. Gaga Samurai, it attacks twice at 1900. It's good for OTK tools or pushes for games. Heavy Armor and Iron Wolf, this is kinda like our Cowboy for game. If our opponent's under 2200, we just summon this and we win. 3 Malison, this is the staple of the format. Every deck should be running at least 2 of these, in my opinion. It just banishes a card, so it deals with problem cards if they have Xyz material and stuff, and it just gets bigger and bigger for each attack. It's really good. Draglubion, this is what the Anchor Drill level manipulation is for. So it needs 2 level 8s, and just summon a number dragon from your extra deck with the effect. And what we're summoning is Heart Earth Dragon. So it can be destroyed by battle, 0 attack, and our opponent takes any damage, so it can help for OTKs, but why we're running it is during our opponent's end phase, detach a material, banish all cards they control that were normal summoned, special summoned, or set. So if they try and set up, they just can't. The only thing they keep is face-up spell or trap cards. This is, in my opinion, the best card of the format, hands down. And with the material we're getting is Chaos Harder. 7 Sins, Malison ranks it up into a rank 10 if you attack twice, and just a 4k beat stick is good to have that can wipe the boards occasionally. For the links, we have Double Bite Dragon. It can out Malison because it's unaffected and it can't be destroyed by battle. It's decent to have, rarely comes up though. And to make it, we're running Virus Swordsman, which is just like the biggest generic link 2 we have, and Genator Transverser, which comes up sometimes because like if your opponent doesn't play around it, it can win you some games. So what the deck aims to do is turbo out Heart Earth Dragon turn 1. We do this with Anchor Drill and any level 4 machine in hand because Drill turns them both into level 8 like I said. Going into Draglubion to go into Heart Earth, and if we have boss stage access, that's even better because we just have a banish with Ugarda, and if we open numbers protection in addition to that, that's just FTK. Like a board wipe, a banish, and a negate, like they can't out that. So we're just trying to protect Heart Earth as much as we can. Now, what the deck needs to be tier 0 in my opinion is one more way to search Anchor Drill. Like we have 6 ways to search it currently, and that's very good, but like having 9 ways to see it without committing to normal summon, that's busted. And I feel like there's a lot of tools to do it. Like there's a lot of Earth Machine support in this format. Someone just needs to figure it out, and I'm not smart enough to do it, but it just needs one more boost of consistency and it's cracked. So yeah, here's a replay from the tourney that I finished top 8 in. Enjoy!
Alright, so we're gonna spectate Diet, right?
Do we really want to watch Generator gameplay?
Oh yeah. If we get it out of the way, we don't need to watch it for the rest of the event.
What about when Daya goes XO and we have to watch that?
We'll worry about that when we get to it.
So Daya doing Gadget Raider shit, yeah, no surprises.
Open skull, get it. Watch, here comes the boss stage at 60. Okay, Malson, yep. Pretty standard.
Oh, we're just going mouse and pass, perhaps?
Daya not opening cracked in 60 for once? Wow.
Base, honestly.
Alright, did she draw into anything crazy? Let's see. Well, just Robbie Cole plays.
Yeah, that gadget was kind of known.
Really thinking on this attack declaration. Ooh, Menko coming down. Now this is a crazy staple in this format. So this is a battle fader that also switches all your opponent's monsters to defense position. And this is level 4. It's a really solid card. Oh, there's the boss stage. Skill issue.
I mean, this does mean that Dai's gonna have an interruption plus those back row. Like, it's either forces Dragon Fruit to use a spell pop here if they have it, or like they kind of have to just like take the minus. They've got something.
No, I guess not. No response. That's not a chainable back row, or they disabled chaining. Or maybe it was just a bluff. Okay. Oh god, has a really solid just put here to very.
Ugard, I genuinely think
play.
he's one of the best cards in this format. It's it's like so good just to say, okay, I have a targeting banish, quick effect.
Oh, Kaiju coming down. That's really good there.
That's
Really,
big, but like,
really
how
good
much
there.
can we get done? We got one turn.
That is not just like clearing, that is the Ogata just out of the picture. Like next it was like Develgus for like some. Oh, it is Yasenju. If Daya can't interrupt this is gonna be. Oh, there's the numbers protection. This card is crazy, by the way.
This is the reason why Daya set up the Malson turn one, because much as it looks like a bad play, the fact is that numbers protection is actually a very relevant card in this format and stops just like Yasenju right then just lost their turn of play.
Yeah.
Because of it.
Yeah.
It's also going to be the point to like, due to how slow this game's going, we can assume there the amount of Yasenjus in hand is probably quite low, which means Daya can probably apply quite a lot of pressure here. And if they have a lot of names in hand anyway, they're probably not going to push over and also recycle everything. Astraltopia is kind of nice here. This is something that can't really be understated. The fact that just having the extra extender here is nice. And it practically does nothing to lock the deck is in. Okay, pitching the green gadget that we got. Sam, do you want to know something really cool about gadgets?
Sure.
So, the background on the gadget is the colour of the gadget that searched them. So the green one searches red, and the red one has a green background.
Huh. I never noticed that. That's really cool. So yeah, so now she can just push for the OTK with Samurai. So yeah, Numbers Protection is a crazy card, because like, Malison Pass doesn't do anything by itself, and you think, oh, why the passing on card doesn't do anything, but it's like, it's a number monster, so it just gives you access to protection, which is just an Omni negate. Like, it's such a crazy card. And this can set itself if your XE is destroyed. Like, this is really good. It works with both a rank 4 setup and with Heart Earth and Draglubion, because they're both number monsters. It's really probably one of the best staples in the format for any deck that can make XEs.
Unless they have a hand trap here, they are losing the game.
Like, and as you saw there, Daya did summon Astraltopia there. I don't know if Daya resolved Astraltopia. Thank you for the follow. Ooh. There's swords.
Secret ability uses a bounce too here, which is quite good.
Yeah.
This is actually kind of big.
Yeah. Like
They're
double
getting the Kaiju back is the thing that's kind of nice here.
They do get the Kaiju back, yeah.
Like, they put back Samurai, put back Kaiju, they left up Mouse in Red Gadget, they're getting the
They
Minko
do have numbers protection, lie, that's the problem. I wouldn't bounce the Samurai here.
Their hand is just a hand of Yosenju at this point, which is kind of crazy.
Oh, you're on base.
No one has reported yet, must see.
Cindy, have you ever read Yosenju Orion?
Yes, I have.
You know he's base.
He's kind of goofy. I do love the way he looks.
Oh, yams.
This is a bit of a problem.
Hmm.
So I do believe that Daya should play more than one castle. because... Oh, wait, actually. Wait a second, I take it back. Wait a sec, I take back everything I just said.
Yeah.
No, I don't. What the fuck?
What did you think was coming down?
I was hoping they were going to summon the castle from Hannah, but I forgot their own gadgets. Dyer, you're greatly unimpressing me. What the fuck?
No, it's just generic. It's just deck thinning, you know.
I do think if they had another one, having the extra banish would be so much nicer, especially considering we know for a fact they're going to be pushing. I guess it doesn't matter as much because we know in their hand is a kaiju. We know they have, they should have a normal summon, and then they have the big Yosenju because they revealed it off of the trap card.
So things with number restriction. This card's crazy as it is, right? Just unsearchable, but it's an unsearchable 3 of a 60 card deck, right? No, Astrotopia just says add anything. Like this card's so crazy. 3 summon if you control the sea, and then it just searches an Omni Negate. Like Astrotopia is probably, arguably the strongest tool for rank 4 decks in the format. Like if you're playing a rank 4 deck, you should be playing 3 Astrotopia because it searches you an Omni Negate. And there's so many other great cards to search as well. Like it searches what's the card? The Defusion for Xyz?
I had no idea.
Xyz Encore, I think it's called. A second Kaiju summon, okay. We knew this was coming down.
Yeah, we knew that was coming down because they did bounce it last turn. The
Astrotopia
issue is
a
now
structure deck card, Lucy is why.
The issue is now is that's their top deck for turn.
Ooh. There's still an Omni Negate to account for, and an unknown set, though. It's really difficult to make your Senju plays when you just know there's an Omni Negate up. So what I think they're gonna do is try and clear the Malsin before they can make plays.
So
but the problem is, if that backrows anything, they can't.
They can commit to a normal summon. Their normal summon is going to help them in this situation. The issue they have is the fact that they need to out Malsin plus out as much of their board as possible. But the issue is if there is a second Malsin, they just banish white the board, and then they have the numbers protection up. Then they can use Malsin again on the next turn afterwards. Which means that Dragon Fruit's on a 2-turn clock here again. I don't think this is the best play.
I think you have to out the Malsin because the Malsin. Oh, they're using Oyam effects out the Malsin.
Probably.
Oh, the compulse,
they have compulse
punished. Hard punished for attacking into the Malsin second. You have to go for the Malsin first though in case there's an out. Like Dyer runs a lot of heavy back row like that. I'm pretty sure Dyer plays compulse
the
and
only issue. Oh no, wait, it's compulse. Yeah, they did have to swing. Because if worst case scenario, they can just then use it on the overcard, force everything else out, and then they have the kaiju ready for next turn afterwards.
And every turn that Dyer is still alive is a turn that Dyer might draw into access to rank 8 pools, and if she gets out of rank 8 in this sort of game state, then the game's over.
I mean, just the fact that we're getting 2 more bodies on board, like, this is possibly just a way to push for a game here.
This is 2 more rank 4s, yeah. I mean, if Dyer's playing multiple of, oh wow, even Samurai got bounced, so she could just make Samurai again.
Malsin also clears the kaiju right here, like, it's Menko plus knowledge in hand, and we also have the set to negate. Like, we can easily push here.
Is Samurai once per turn?
I don't think it is.
If Dyer has 2 Samurai, this is game. In fact, I think 2 rank 4s is just game. So Samurai, does Samurai change any monster or just... Okay, so this is 38. Malsin banishes the kaiju and gets over the Menko.
It's game if it all connects.
Oh, second mount. This is game.
This is it.
Banish both, attack with everything.
If we don't have any battle hand traps, this does it.
They would need
It doesn't matter, we've got this Numeron protection set. We do
they have an Omni Negate. Yeah, there's nothing that does anything here.
Both cards in hand have to be Menko then or something.
Yeah, it'd have to both.
One of them is Oyam.
Yeah, one is Oyam. Okay, so they can Oyam, but that can be negated. So they'd have to have Oyam Menko, which is just such a difficult thing to have. Like...
I mean, you say that like it's not 100% doable.
It's very doable, but I think it's very unlikely. They'd have to have that.
Does Oyam have to use your Senju for its effect to resolve?
It might actually, yeah.
If so, they're fucked. It just has to be
No, I don't
said.
think they did last time, so...
No, they did, because they got rid of level 6 engrave.
Oh, right, yeah. Can I read OEM, please, game? Yeah, is there. And then it's negated, and that's it. First
game to Dyer.
Round to Dyer. Yeah, I think I don't think it mattered then the play with the Malison there because of just the sheer follow-up Dyer had.
Well,
But,
to be fair, Dyer top decking Silver Gadget was kind of fucked.
Yeah. It didn't, and it was, yeah. But even then, like, this is an insanely good position. Dyer would have had, like, near lethal with, like, no follow-up cards in hand. Like,
Even if, so the thing with this is, like, even if this wasn't the situation, Dyer clears board and still has number protection live. They OYAM, force for next turn. OYAM if I gets negated to try to push for anything, and then Dyer's in a simplified game set where they're probably winning.
and all the opponent has is one card in hand.